It's amazing how leafy green vegetables can be super versatile because they're healthy, budget-friendly, and once perfectly cooked, the veggies turn out very delicious. So in this recipe, I have a bouquet of cali kale, as you can see, and I'm going to be showing you a very simple recipe where you're going to turn the cali kale into a delicious main dish. So this is how cali kale looks like, and as you can see, the leaves are rippled, hence the name cali kale. But be very careful because they trap a lot of dirt in between the leaves, so you're supposed to wash them thoroughly, that is, and shake off the excess water because little droplets of water are going to get trapped in between the leaves. Cali kale has lots of vitamin A, C, and K, and it's high in antioxidants, perfect for salads, stir fries, and also in this recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to cook cali kale. So yeah, my kale is nice and clean. I've chopped up some onions. We have 2 seasoning cubes, salt, and cooking oil. That is all you need for this recipe, and I bet it's going to turn out delicious. So I'll start off by chopping up my cali kale, and the key here is to finely chop your kale. When buying cali kale, always go for the lighter color. That is, as you can see, my cali kale has a light green color. So if you buy the dark green color, it's going to be a little bit bitter, and also it's going to take a little bit longer to cook, but it's going to be loaded with lots of nutrients because the green color comes from the nutrients in the veggie. So now I'm going to show you how to finely chop your cali kale because that is the trick to softening the kale once done cooking. So I'm going to remove the stem but leave out a little bit just for some crunch. I'm going to place it on my stove top. Then on a chopping board, using a sharp knife, you're going to thinly slice your kale. If you're a pro, when it comes to chopping veggies, you can chop just like this, but I find that it's more tricky because I've cut myself several times when chopping veggies, that is. You can see how thin the kale is. So now I'm going to transfer to a bowl. Then I'm going to chop the rest of the kale. And once done chopping up your kale, it's time to cook. So you're going to place a pot over medium-high flame. Add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. When the oil is ready, you're going to add in 1 large onion, which is diced. Stir in. Tip number 2 about cooking cali kale: add in lots of onion because the onions are going to release their natural sugars and caramelize, that is browning. Then you're going to get some delicious kale. So you're going to saute for around a minute or until everything looks absolutely gorgeous. And as my onions are cooking, I'm going to be adding in the Kenyan signature seasoning cubes, that is beef seasoning cubes, which you can substitute with vegan ones, vegetable ones, that is, to make the recipe vegan friendly. So I'm going to crush in 2. The kale might seem a lot after chopping up, but it's going to wilt down because the veggies are very fresh. So I'll let the onion saute. When your onions are ready, you're going to add in your kale, use a spatula and stir in the kale as it's cooking. In a matter of around 30 seconds, it's going to start wilting down and cooking. And whenever you're cooking leafy green vegetables, always cook over high flame because you want the leafy green veggies to cook very fast without drawing water from the leaves, that is. So now I'm going to very quickly stir in, and because we added in seasoning cubes which contain a little bit of salt, I'm going to check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, I'm going to add in some more salt. You'll catch bits of the onion, and this is after around 2 minutes. You see 3 tablespoons of cooking oil is not a lot because the kale has fully absorbed in, and it has wilted to around 4 cups. And the final tip when it comes to cooking leafy green vegetables, don't cover with a lid because the veggies are going to draw water very fast. Hence, you're going to get some soupy kale or sukuma wiki here. So because the color is perfect, it's well seasoned, I'm going to be serving. I love how we have speckles of golden brown onions in the kale, and this is the true definition of perfectly cooked kale. So I hope you'll be giving this recipe a try. Don't forget to add in some avocado and soft ugali. Bye.